What's going on, y'all? You're officially locked in with DJ Scenario. I got a special guest in the building. His name is M Beast. Welcome to the show, M Beast.
Yo, thank you for having me.
Man, I appreciate you coming through. You know, it's been some time since I seen you. You know, so
Yeah.
let's talk about where have you been? What's going on? Talk to me.
Yeah, I had to take a little hiatus,
Mhm.
you know, from music and everything, because I had like my own personal situation to attend to and take care of
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But I'm back now.
Mhm.
And
What brings you back to the music, or draws you back to the music, coming back from, you know, whatever you was going through?
because to be honest with you, even though I was going through my own personal thing,
Yeah.
you know, music always kept me like, you know, keep my mind sane,
Mhm.
and I just kept on writing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying, lyrics and stuff like that. You know, it helps me through the darkest times.
All right. So I'm saying that because before you took your time off, I was seeing you everywhere, you know,
Yeah.
and doing a lot of shows, you know, because I was outside, you know, just going to check out new talent, because that's something I like to do. Just listen to the new artists that was out,
Yeah.
the new artists that were coming out from everywhere, from Philly to Connecticut to Boston to, you know, right here in New York. You know, just listen to all the artists, and I was seeing you everywhere. You know, then you got with GGMG,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How did that work out? Shout to Gem, shout to Diamond. You know, those are my people. You know, and you know, I go to a lot of their shows because they got a lot of artists that are really talented. You know what I'm saying? That really tap in with them.
Yeah.
So I like to hear what they got what they got coming out and what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen you on a lot of their circuits, a lot of things they got going on. So how did that come about, and how did you start working with them?
Well, it's actually a funny story because and shout out to Lonnie Lyric.
Mhm.
I actually met them through her.
Okay.
I actually went to one of the events. Now, you know, when I didn't know them at that time.
Mhm.
I thought, you know, I had a bad experience with like bad promoters.
Okay.
So I'm thinking they was like another bad promoter, like
Mhm.
this and that third, but they
Yeah.
I actually spend more time with them and been to more shows. They actually gave me the next show that they had. They gave me a free slot.
Yeah.
Because the last one didn't end well.
Okay.
They didn't have to do that, so it kind of made me look at them in a brighter light.
Okay.
And I started going to more of their shows and like, you know, performance and
Mhm.
such like that. And we actually build a relationship
Mhm.
through the years.
Yeah. So for the people that don't know, shout to Gem. They have a label, the entertainment, you know, company, everything they got going
Right.
on. They have several artists. You know, the way you say you met them and how you dealt with promoters before, you know, that is something that I hear a lot from artists. You know, what are some of the things you feel like as an artist that you should watch out for, like when you say those type of promoters?
Like basically they use promoters that will use your likeness to like draw crowds and buy, you know, tickets or spend money at the door and stuff like that, and then ripping them off
Yeah.
any way possible. Like I seen a lot throughout the years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Which is to the point that I'm very cautious or where
Okay.
I go at or who I, you know what I'm saying, attend or do business with.
Okay. So let's talk about the music a little bit. So,
Okay.
and Beast is an artist. What kind of artistry do you make?
I mostly make club bangers.
Okay, club bangers.
Yes,
Shout to the
yes.
club bangers. So why club bangers? When you say club bangers, what describes it best? What describes club bangers?
Like, you know, like party music,
Mm-hmm.
something you can dance to.
Yeah.
Mostly for the ladies, they like to get their twerk on
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. I think that's my best element
Okay.
as far as like making music, because I can do other things as well,
Yeah.
other lanes. But I think that right there that's my best one.
When talking to you right now, it don't seem like I'm talking to a guy that makes music that girls want to twerk to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What has it always been like that for you? Like when you started making music, has it always been like, I want to go the club banger route for me, this is my direction. This is what works for me.
Not really in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I used to freestyle.
Okay.
A lot of famous artists' beats, and to like around 2012, 2013, that's when I started taking the music thing seriously. And I started going the route of just, rapping about my struggles, my life, and stuff like that. I didn't get into the club banger route and not until like 2015, 16. And and then ever since then, I've been...
Have you been, first of all, where you from? For the people that don't know, like where are you from?
I was actually born in the Bronx, New York. Okay. But I was mostly raised in Harlem.
In Harlem. So MB's Bronx, New York, Harlem kid. Yeah. So what drove you to make music in the first place? Like you said 2012 something, you started taking music seriously. What drove you to be like, I want to do music, period?
Well, around that time, I wasn't really doing nothing productive. Shout out to Mike Mizzle. He taught me something. He mentored me. He allowed me to be myself. He taught me things. Like, it made me want to take the music thing seriously because besides that, I wasn't really doing much, and I was kind of getting into trouble a lot.
Yeah. So can you say music like kind of like saved you from being in the street, or saved you from
doing dumb things,
being dumbing out on the street and stuff like that? I see you got music tattoos on your arm, so I'm pretty sure it's just is music really special to you?
Yes, absolutely.
You say you make music for ladies as well too. Like what now? Why for the ladies? Why do you do it for ladies that want to twerk too? Why do music for them?
I don't know. I just like to make music for the ladies, like have them enjoy themselves, like what I'm saying. It's not really it's not much to explain, but I just love making music for the ladies. Yeah, to get their dance on and such.
You have a new single out? Not
at the moment.
The single that you put out for the ladies, the last single that I know.
Yes.
What's the name of it?
It's called Jello, and I actually also got a music video like out right now on YouTube.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For those that want to check it out, it's already in public. Y'all can go check it out right now.
Yeah. Is it for Jello?
Yeah.
Okay. How long that been out now?
It's been out for a couple of months.
How important it is for you as an artist do you think working music is? Like, how long do you think is a good amount of time to work the same record, for example, or put out new records, or
Well, someone once told me that to not drop too many things and always focus on that one record, and you push it to the moon, keep promoting it, even performing city to city or show to show.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
Has Jello been that song for you? Has Jello been that song that said, I think I got something here? Like, I think this is the one?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel, and actually, I be getting a lot of buzz for that song.
Yeah.
And it got to the point that I wanted to and probably soon, I'm probably going to make myself a t-shirt for those who want to buy the merch. Promote it even more. You know what I'm saying? Because I really feel like it's a big hit, and I just want to spread it through the whole entire country or city,
the world,
state. Yes.
MB, shout out to MB's for time. So, how do you feel? Like, I know, like a lot of artists, it costs, studio costs, buying beats costs, dressing up costs. Like, how do you work that out, like your music career and your daily life, and the things you do, outside of music to help push the music?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, it does cost, especially for like beats and stuff like that. Normally, I take my time with it. I don't rush anything. Like, still working a 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
So whenever I can, I will listen to a specific beat.
Do you think, real quick but do you think it's like hard to keep the 9 to 5 and really focus on music?
Yeah, it in times it does, because there's moments it do clash.
Yeah.
And it mess with you. It might mess with you mentally. But you just have to know how to handle it both. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like jiggle. Keep it.
Bro, this is not
balanced.
a club banger. Jiggle.
No, my sake. It's like you got to keep it balanced.
Yeah.
Between 50-50, and only those who like mentally prepare for it.
Yeah.
Can actually do it. Because not all people can do all things. So,
so I say, for me, I feel like, because even in DJing and having to work, my other job and then being a DJ at night, it does take a toll on you. But I just feel like if you remain focused and know like your goal, I feel like you can get there. You'll get to where you got to go.
Right.
So Jello is out on all streaming platforms, YouTube, video out now. How's the reaction for people when you play that song? What do you feel like is the reaction that you get from males, even females? You know what I'm saying?
Reaction mostly like females. Every time that song comes on, they be wanting to twerk, they bust off, go on stage. You know what I'm saying? It's always that happy vibe.
Yeah.
It's always a happy vibe when that song comes on.
So what are you doing now? Talk to me. What is next for MBeast, and what should I expect in the next coming months? Glad to see you back on the scene. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been outside, I haven't seen MBeast. You know what I mean? And that's why I was talking. People go through things, step away, and come back.
Right.
But come back stronger. And I'm gonna go with the thought that you coming back full force with a plan, especially shout to GGMG and the family over there. The plan they got is set up for you and with them. What should I expect now? What should I be expecting coming soon?
Well, right now, I do have like new music, but I'm just like, what I'm saying, picking out which one's the best.
Yeah.
See how that goes. Cause I do have another song, but I'm like waiting for like the perfect time to like drop it.
So Jello, we going with Jello right now. We're gonna keep going with Jello. We're gonna keep pushing Jello for right now.
Yeah, and also I have a show coming up next month with the whole squad.
Okay, you want to tell people when that's coming out? When that show is?
July 25th.
July 25th, and that'll be where?
That'll be in Brooklyn.
Okay, in Brooklyn. So people just follow you. Period. They gonna know where to come see you, where to come check you, right?
Yes.
On all streaming platforms, Jello on all streaming platforms. You know what I mean? I want to get deeper into the music. You know what I'm saying? Like when you say you started this in 2012, right? You took it seriously.
Yeah.
What was the reason for taking it? What was the reason? Like, yo, I'm gonna take it seriously now.
The reason taking it seriously because you know what I'm saying. At first, I was just playing around with it, but then I started getting more involved in it. I was like actually sounding pretty good.
Yeah.
With it, I'm like, you know what? Forget it. Let me just take it more seriously. So I started, doing like little side hustle jobs so I can get money for like studios.
Yeah.
And I would pick the beat, which like fit me, and I would just be like every night just going in the booth and just start recording songs.
Yeah.
Until one day, like one of my songs was actually starting to get a little buzz around my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And that's when I started doing shows and stuff like that. Even though at that time I was a little.
What do you feel like has been like the best show for you? Period. What has been the best show that displayed your talent? Has been the best show to take you to another level?
Man, that's a lot.
Oh, there's a lot of shows that has
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have to say the what's that called? The Blackthorn 51.
Yeah. I think I was a part of that, actually.
Yeah.
I think I might have been there. Was that in Queens?
Yeah.
I think I was there. Yeah, I was there.
I think that was my best show.
Yeah.
Because that's when I performed Do the Carlton and Dab.
Okay.
And that was my first time there. And they actually asked for an encore. I'm like, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I never got that before. They said one more time. I'm like, okay, cool.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
So all right. So shout out to that. I do remember those. Being there, I do remember all that. You know, what I'm saying? That was a long time ago too, man.
I know, right?
When I tell you we've been on the scene for sure. So Jello out now. Let's talk about Jello.
Yep.
Jello out now. All streaming platforms. You can find it on YouTube. Everybody, where they can find you at?
They can find me on YouTube on MBeast991.
MBeast991 on. That's on all platforms.
Yeah.
MBeast991.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram MBeast991.
Yep. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Even Facebook or SoundCloud.
So tell them again where they can find you.
You can find me on Facebook, IG, TikTok, YouTube, and SoundCloud. MBeast991.
New song out. Well, song been out for a little while, but it's still catching buzz. I'm happy to see you back on the scene. We're gonna chop it up some more. MBeast,
right.
Jello out now.
Yeah.
Video out now. New songs coming soon.
Yep.
All right. I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate you
Thank you
locking
for
in with me,
having
bro.
me.
Thank you so much for coming back. Let's do it.
All right.